right? You put on your foot, your knee on the ground to say, baby, will you marry me? Okay, y'all, what's up? I'm back with another video. No, y'all miss me and my talkative mouth, but nevertheless, I'm here. Yeah. So today, I'll give my wow. Anyway, today's video, I'll be giving my 2 cents on people failed marriage. You feel me? Alright. So it go. Check. I was like, was the day before I think, or yesterday. Like I saw some posts on Instagram talking about man filed for divorce after 2 weeks of marriage. And what I'm saying is I mean, bro, come on, man. You cannot talk. Communication is the key, brother. You check, communication is the key. You feel me? Nope, hold up. Right. You don't want him. Anyway, so apparently, long story short, I could just read one day, right? And then like I'll get ready while I'm talking, give it about 2 cents. So I guess this is like a anyway, the person that posted, no, what I'm saying is, right? The person that posted it, where this man was to be seen, all this that going on, is either he was in the wedding or he was in the wedding, as far as I see. But the next thing is, right, yes, you get invited to the wedding if he was actually at the wedding. But then that doesn't mean you had to go and just expose the people and then online talk about what is y'all 2 cents on this. The man just exposing people business online, so oh my God. I mean, everybody talking about it. I guess as much from on their side. But man, he didn't have oh God. Anyway, please, your humble opinions are needed here. Them people married and they talk about humble opinions. A guy who just got married 2 weeks ago is seeking for divorce as a result of the wife's rude behavior to his mother at the reception hall. I'm done. Hold on. Oy. What transpired was that on the wedding day, when the wedding was almost ending, a couple from the mother-in-law's side came. Oh, was the mother-in-law side? Okay, that was anyway. A couple from the mother-in-law side came from a far distance to grace the occasion. They came in when everything tangible to offer them has finished. No, number one, they reached late. You see, they reached late. Okay, they reached late. All right. A portion of food the bride left for her parents was the only good delicacy left. Right? Them couple and them, they reached late. No, the bride hold back. She parents food because I don't know, parents was busy or whatever, probably parents. They did not say the parents had reached late as well. They check. All right. The mother-in-law went to the daughter-in-law and whispered to her to allow her to collect. Wait, I'm not reading wrong. And whispered to her to allow her to collect a small portion to serve those couples owing to the fact they came from a far distance to attend the wedding. Even though you're coming far, get up early to go them people thing. Oh my God, they if they bring present. Like you see, they if they bring present. Did they bring a? They didn't mention they brought a present for the bride and the groom. But what I said is, anyway. Why? So they came from a far distance. They didn't get up early. They came from a far distance from. And it will be quite unfair to let them go without offering food. The amount of people that probably didn't get things. But it's okay. But the lady refused bluntly that the food is for her parents. And I agree. I do not disagree. If the food is for her parents, then the food is for her parents. You know, it's for the parents. Who tell them come late? Nobody told them to get up late to reach your people wedding late. That's their fault. You understand? Okay. After a series of pleading from the mother-in-law with no positive response, the mother-in-law took a plate, collected food from there to serve the guests. The daughter-in-law took the food from her and poured it back to the cooler. So the mother-in-law took the food from the bride and she took a plate and she took out of the food for the bride from the bride's parents' plates, and she take it to go and serve them people and them that come late. Out of annoyance, the mother-in-law I didn't realize that part comes so wow. So the daughter-in-law took back the food from her and poured it back to the cooler. No, you see that with food, now this is why I don't eat food from outside. I'm very picky and stuff. Like, you see back and forth with food and plate, no, food will spoil and it's not everything you can mix together, you know, hot and cold. So you see from then, when she pour it back, you know, daughter, I love you, but I will not eat that food. Because why? You done the on the plate sitting for a few minutes already, a good while, and then the mother-in-law come. The mother-in-law came and took it from that plate and put it on another plate. And then now the bride take it to go and put it back. No. So I love you, but I don't want to food again. Out of annoyance, the mother-in-law slapped her, and she slapped her back without hesitation. The people around the scene told the husband immediately what happened. No, the mother-in-law had no right to slap the woman, as far as I see, right? But okay. The man decided not to create a scene at the reception hall. 2 days after he applied for a divorce, the case is ongoing now. Despite the plea from his mother to forget and forgive the wife, after all, it was her the lady who offended. Yet he refused. Did the man act right? Nope. If you are the man, what will be your actions? If you're the lady, was your action towards the mother-in-law justified? So ladies and gentlemen, what is your take on this? True life story, no fiction, they said. They were there. So, long story short again, bride have some food put aside for her parents. You know, they didn't specify where her parents was, but talking so low. But the bride put aside some food for her parents, and I don't disagree with that. Depending on where her parents was or whatever she parents was doing, more than likely the parents was at the wedding, because I mean the father's supposed to, and they said parents, which is both mother and father. So, you know, I guess the parents was busy doing whatever. No, the bride set aside food for her parents, right? And it had a couple that come late and they didn't have no food. No, I don't disagree with the bride for putting aside the food, because you know, people, when it comes to food and settings and stuff like that, they will just go with all, and they're taking an extra to go home for the next 2-3 days, as far as I see, right? So the food that the bride took out for her parents, now her to-be husband, or no husband, you know, mother, her mother-in-law, right, want out of the food to get them people that come late. So to them people that come late, I mean, you come late, who fault is that? You came from a far distance. I mean, you're supposed to get up early, prepare yourself in time, and, you know, find yourself to them people wedding on time. Because ain't nobody will be putting aside food for you like that. And then if the mother know they would have been coming late, she could have put aside food, the mother-in-law. She could have come and put aside food for them before, as far as I see. I don't understand. So the bride now telling her that, oh, you know, that's for her parents, you know. And they did not even specify the amount of food that was on the plate, you know. Because I'm 100% sure that before she take out food for she parents, it had other people that eat. And check. So they didn't specify the amount of food that was put out for her parents, which is both mother and father, right? The mother-in-law wanted other food to give then people that came late. Bright tell her no. Mother-in-law grabbed the plate or whatever to take out food from it, from the bride's parents, to give to them people that come late, and then the bride take it back, and the mother-in-law slap the bride slap her back. Number one, the mother-in-law didn't have no right slapping the bride, right? If that was me, that would have been embarrassing, honestly. But out of the embarrassment, that I would have been upset, because you can't tell me that I take out food from my parents, right? And because these people come late, right, I had to take out the food from my parents and give these people, and them nobody tell them to come late. And then you want to slap me on my wedding day. The devil is a liar. Shut up. You want to slap me on my wedding day because I don't want to take food from my parents. When you eat already, my husband, my to-be husband, mother and father eat already. Right? My parents don't eat yet. When they plan wedding too, right? They don't eat it. But these people that I don't know who the heck is, right? I barely know these people and them. I supposed to take the food from my mother, right? Plan plate to give to these people, and then when they come late, the devil is a liar. No, sir. And you want to slap me because I tell you no, something wrong. Something wrong. Somebody hold me back. I cannot. That does not make no sense whatsoever. And then this husband is not no husband. I'm sorry. Because when they gonna tell the husband what happened, I don't know what occurred there. But, you know, they jump and say 2 weeks after the man filed for the divorce. That is not girl that I want to get married into. Nah, man. That's why it have to be something else. Because you can't tell me because the bride tell you no, you slap her, and then the husband want to file for divorce 2 weeks later. That don't make any sense. You get two sides of the story, and then the mother now, you know, supposedly own up to her actions, you know, quote unquote or whatever, and telling you as the husband that it was her fault, the husband mother fault, right? She was telling her that, okay, it's my fault, I shouldn't have done what I did, you know, she wasn't wrong, you know, your wife wasn't wrong, but you're still filing for divorce. That don't make any sense. That way again divorce for? You waste how much years of togetherness. You kneel down, right? You put on your foot, your knee on the ground to say, baby, will you marry me? The man start to cry and propose and all kind of thing. Oh my God, yes. You put a ring on your finger. You know, then later on in the future, another wedding day, they were going on a wedding day. And 2 weeks later, my you want to get a divorce, something wrong with you, know something wrong with you. I would have taken the divorce because you could never be serious. You could never be serious. I would have taken the divorce, honestly, Father, forgive me. Honestly, me knowing me, I would have taken the divorce. Because you can't tell me you don't standing up for me, especially for the fact that I am correct. I'm the victim here, right? I am not wrong. And you want to go with your mother? The devil is a liar. No, that doesn't make sense. As far as I see, that is not making anything and no sense whatsoever, honestly. Like, I don't know if I understand what I'm talking, what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is that don't making no sense. The mother pleading with you to say, okay, you know, my son, it was my fault, I apologize, you know, and that is more than an apology, but I understand, you know, she apologized, she trying to right she wrong and tell her, okay, you know, it was my fault, I didn't need to do that, you know, and like, where is this couple in the middle of all of that? Where are the couples in the middle of all of that? Lord God, I was supposed to reply. Where with a couple in the middle of all of that? I don't understand. You can tell me the these couple and them, that two couple are rich late, they and I'm sure it had some, they could have over some food to them or some sheep. You feel me? Ugh. Ugh. In all of this, where them couple of them be? Like, hold on, I wonder if them couple of them was fighting for the food too. I wonder. But then that goes to show the type of person that the mother-in-law is towards the bride. Because for her to, just pick up she hand and slap the bride just like that, it shows that she never really had respect for her in the first place, or her tolerance with her, no matter what kind of person the bride was. Her tolerance was her with her is or was very low. Because you can't tell me, just because of that you will pick up your hand and slap me for no reason. I'm the wife to your husband. No, this from this very day, going forward, you'll pick up your hand and slap me because I tell them my parents will eat yet, and I know they work hard with preparing the wedding, right? Which all parents will do, right? You eat already. But no husband, parents, or parent or whatever, they eat already. All they eat already. My mother don't eat it, right? She father don't eat it. And you want to pick up your hand and slap them because, I put aside food for them because they don't eat yet. And these people come late. I barely know them, because they said it's from the mother-in-law side. And I can't get them out of my parents' food. That don't make any sense. Honestly, I'll take my hand in here. That don't make any sense. So it shows that the mother-in-law has little to no respect for the bride. And let me tell the father. I know where the father goes by. Anyway, the mother-in-law husband or she bride or whatever. And then the what do you call it? I was gonna say why. This whole situation is very messed up. And then right, the husband and all doesn't have respect as well, as far as I see. Like that entire wedding day, it just spoiled. Especially if if that was me, that would have been it. Everybody go home. Everybody out home. Put on all I have, the drinks and the food. All I take, put it on, leave. Drop the spoon, the fork, the knife, the towel, the candy. Drop everything and go. Champagne. Go. Honestly, that don't make any sense. But the man don't have no respect for the man that he put on his foot, he knee on the ground to marry. He does not have any respect for her. None whatsoever. I don't find that making sense. But I mean, adrenaline. What do y'all think? Talk along with me, right? Am I making sense? Because I don't find this situation making much of, I don't find it making much sense, honestly. Pandas filed for divorce. Where is the communication in all of this, dear? So, where's the communication? Aren't I your wife? You feel me? You're so much of a mama's boy. I understand you love your mother, but you could at least get the two sides of the story. And even if you got the two sides of the story, the fact that you're going with your mother when she's wrong, she slapped me first, you, Banners, that's alright, brother, that's alright. Like, hey, you're trying to show up for these young men and them out there. That what you're trying to do, boss man? No, that's alright. Listen to me. Like I always tell people, right? Communication is key. You feel me? Communication is key. If you can't communicate, then forget it. Forget it. And I was saying, the mother-in-law, yeah, the mother-in-law didn't have her tolerance for the bride is very low. You check. So, I'll let that happen, apparently. I just wanted to, because I find it making much sense. But yeah, that's them. I really hope she does file, she does go ahead with the divorce, because I would honestly, I mean, Lord, what are they thinking of me right now, boy? What y'all saying about me telling all of this? But for you to like jump to a divorce 2 weeks later, that don't make any sense. And then imagine you file for divorce literally 2 weeks later. What happened within them 2 weeks? And then what had happened within them 2 weeks? Like he wasn't talking to his wife, right? He wasn't talking to his wife. They just did. They was in separate houses, like quarreling 24/7. You know, not talking. I mean, bro, you can. You know how much money that was just wasted on dress, on suits, on, you know, the reception, clothing, you know, because some people just had the dress for the wedding and then reception. You know how much money that was wasted there for the food, the venue, finance. Oh my God, no. This man, Pandasha has jumped to for a divorce just like that. No, but that alright. Something was wrong. But yeah, never gone. I find this a very dumb situation. But you know, for him to jump to a divorce just like that, something not right. And I mean, he have some, you know. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. This is the end of my video. Hope y'all, you know, learn from what I just said and from the story. I check. Ooh, this looks nice.